If you saw my book haul, you saw a very common theme where I literally every so often was like, I don't know what this book is about, but I saw the cover and it was a good vibe for me, so I went ahead and bought it, but I don't know what it's about. And so I decided to do this little series. It's actually not my idea. It was a friend's idea who was like, you should do a video where you just judge books by their cover and then read the book and see if it's what you thought it was. So I thought that would be fun. I grabbed like a bunch of books and set them on the cart of things that I was like, I don't know what this is about, but it's a cool cover, it's a cool vibe. We'll see if I like it or enjoy it. But I also want to try and see if I can guess like the whole book. You know what I mean? Oh, I think one of my wheels are locked. Yeah. How do I unlock it? Should I unlock it? How do I unlock it? Is that, no. How do I don't know. It's fine. I really want to start off with this book. I want to go in strong because this is on my, first of all, it's on my TBR. Second of all, I have no idea what this is about. Third of all, it looks adorable and it just, I'm called to it. I am called to it. All I know is that it's for fans of practical magic. That's all I know, and that's because what's her face? Susan Anderson said so on the cover. Also, if you can hear that, there is a cricket stuck in my house, but he's like behind furniture that I can't move. And he's just here not paying rent. So if you can hear him, that would be him not paying rent, but using the facilities. This is gonna be my first book. We're gonna see how this goes. This is called The Book Charmer. It's by Karen Hawkins. You've got a bunch of books here. It looks very mystical and magical. You've got some splatters. Can you see that? Some splatters of gold dots. I don't know, it could be paint. I think it's supposed to be like glitter, like magic stuff. The books look pretty old. There's a couple new ones though. It's like old and new. And then there's this nice little chair behind. There's a chair in the background. And that looks pretty cool. It looks like a fun chair. I'm not gonna read the back. I'm not gonna read the back because I'm gonna guess what this book is about. The Book Charmer. I'm gonna say that there is an eccentric girl. This is clearly a girl, is our main character. I'm gonna say there's an eccentric girl. She's not like other girls. And she's called to books. Maybe she loves books. And is a witch. I'm gonna say she's a witch because she's charming me, like she's using charms. Is that what I want to say? Yeah. She like uses charms from books. I'm gonna say she is a studious witch that's eccentric. I don't know, should I guess the plot? I don't know what the plot would be about. Oh my gosh, this is actually a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna say that this is about, like the plot, I'm gonna say the plot is, maybe a book has gone missing and she's gotta find it before it gets into the wrong hands. I don't know, I'm gonna say that. I feel like that was kind of a cop-out, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Okay, I'm gonna read. I'm not gonna do that, I'm sorry, I don't do transitions. Okay, goodbye. I was very wrong. I was not very wrong. I was a little wrong. There was a little bit of wrongness, a little bit of rightness. The plot of this book follows Sarah Dove. She lives in Dove Pond. Her family founded Dove Pond, hence the last name. And she can talk to books. It's said that anytime there are 7 Dove women, sisters born, then like there's magic happening. So she has 6 sisters. There's 7 of them all together. They all have these cool magic stuff that happens between them, and she has the gift of books talking to her, so she can know what they say and what they're thinking. And then there's Grace. She's a foster kid. Well, she was. She's an adult now, but she's in charge of her foster mother who has Alzheimer's, and her niece because her younger sister passed away, and she's in charge of them, and so they work together. Grace is trying to prove herself and Sarah is trying to save her town. And this book is very fun. I really liked it. It was really, really good. I think I put 4 stars on my Goodreads, but it's like a 3.75, or it's like a 3.99, and I just didn't want to put 3 because it deserved a 4. Or maybe I did put a 3. I don't remember, but it's like a 3.75. You know what I mean? Like it's a high 3, and sometimes for high 3s, I put 4 because I don't want people to get the wrong message. Anyways, it's a high 3. High 3. And I really liked this. This is actually a really, really great book, and I really liked it. Definitely for people who like practical magic. If you like practical magic, you will absolutely love the coziness of this book with its little magical elements. You know? That was fun. I want to do another book. I don't know, should I do another romance? So there's another romance. There's To Love and To Loathe. I could do that, or I could do a thriller. Did I say you could go? Should I do a thriller or should I do a romance? I think I'm gonna do this one. Everyone here is lying. It's a thriller book, so it's gonna be a mystery here. I'm gonna assume someone died. There's a lot of people for suspects, and everyone is lying. All of them. All are liars. And I'm gonna say, who died? I'm gonna say a man died. I'm gonna say a man died and they think the wife did it. And there's like a psychological thrill. There's gonna be a lot of suspects. Maybe he had an affair. Somebody had an affair. I don't know who. Somebody had an affair. It turns out that it was the spouse. That is my guess, okay? Murder mystery, spouse died, spouse did it, but there's a lot of red herrings throughout the book. That's my guess. So we're gonna start reading this. It looks like a really easy read. Like the font is pretty. Don't read the font. Just, here we go. There's the acknowledgements page. This is pretty big font. Pretty big font, pretty big letters. I don't know, I guess font is the right word. It's a pretty big font, and there doesn't seem to be a ton of pages. 319 pages. I think I can finish this probably tomorrow. I'll probably finish it tomorrow because it's late right now. I don't know where my phone is, but it's like 9-ish, a little after 9 probably. Yeah, it's a little after 9 p.m. I might start this tonight, but I think I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. I finished this. The reason why there is absolutely no footage of it whatsoever is because, and I don't actually know why. I was reading it and then I never filmed myself reading it. I think like a lot of it I read at like weird locations, you know, like, yeah. And I didn't really have like a moment to like whip out the camera. So there's no footage of this, but I did finish it, and I don't know, this makes it sound like I didn't finish it, but I don't know if I can tell you anything about this book because I don't want to give it away. But I will say this was like a 2-star for me. Like it kind of dragged on. And by kind of, I mean it did a lot. And then it just ends vaguely. And I'm like, you know, I did like the plot twist. I don't think that this author has ever met a child. So I don't know a lot of what happens. I'm like, I don't know if you've ever actually met a child before. So that was very confusing, but it was good. It was very entertaining. I did like that there were short chapters, very short chapters, and that kept it very slow, actually. I was going to say it was very fast-paced, but it wasn't fast-paced at all. It dragged on. It like super dragged on. However, I was correct in some stuff where like one of the spouses was having an affair, and one of the spouses did get blamed, and what else happened? There was a child that went missing. Was about a child that went missing. So there are some things that I got right, which I mean, that's any thriller really. Like, oh wait, no, did I say that a child went missing? No, I think I said one of the spouses, right? Isn't that what I said? I can't remember. Roll back the tape. I'm gonna say a man died and they think the wife did it.
I'm gonna say a man died.
Oh, you know what? There's a treehouse with a ladder on the cover. Now that I've read this book, that's disappointing because, I mean, it maybe not because out of context, it doesn't make any sense. But in the story, that's kind of like, I don't know. Okay, whatever. Okay, fine. It's in there. Anyways, yeah, so I would give this probably a 2-star right now. Also, honestly, the last 100 pages I skimmed so fast because I just wanted it to be over with. It felt so like, literally some points, it was multiple point of view, but some points of view were only for one paragraph. Sorry, somebody's messaging me. Who's messaging me? Some of the people's points of view were only for a chapter, like not even a chapter, for a paragraph. Literally, some of the points of view were only for a paragraph. And in that case, like, don't put anything in there, right? Like, I don't know. It didn't add to the story. It didn't subtract from the story. It didn't matter to the story. And like, there were so many like misdirects and so many times people said something and they were completely innocent. And you were like, then why didn't you just say that from the get-go? Like, why did you do all of this? And like, I get it. Like, you have your rights, but like, if you're not doing anything compromisable, then just, like, give your information. I don't understand why you had to like do all of these things. That was kind of annoying. And yeah, I did not like the mom. I will say that. I will say that much. I really didn't like her. And I felt like her character was such a throwaway character. Like, it honestly truly did not matter at all. And I don't know. I was very confused. And I'm also very confused about the ending because I don't know who that person is. I didn't know who that person was. And I was like, are they also lying? I will say, non-spoiler, everybody in this book did lie at one point or another. Every single one of them lied. So, except for the mom, I guess. She didn't lie. But she was, like, again, a throwaway character. That was book 2. I'm just gonna read one more. Just for funsies, because this is actually kind of fun guessing the plot. And I kind of wanted to do a fantasy, so I just grabbed this one. This is Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong. I have no idea what this is about. I think I, like, skimmed the little... I guess it's like the back page, but the back pages now are just like reviews from other people, which drives me crazy. I think I skimmed like the thing on this thing. I can't think of what that's called. So yeah, so I'm gonna read this next because I kind of want a fantasy and I kind of want like a fun short fantasy read. And this is a short book. It's probably a little more than 300 pages, it looks like. Looks like 361, 363. So this is 363 pages. I thought it'd be fun to just do a little bit of a reading on this. And I think my dog's in the trash can. So very quickly, what is this book about? It's about an immortal. It's about an immortal who longs for their soulmate with magic. Because it's a fantasy, so there's some element of magic in it. Maybe, possibly, like, do you see the cover? It's got a moon, so I'm gonna think like something about like a astrological or like space. No, not space. She's got a sword. Maybe she's like a fighter. Oh, that's a face. Look, do you see? That's a face. Okay. Oh, and that's a face. I'm getting a little bit better at guessing these things. These clouds kind of remind me of Twilight's Arizona. So maybe it's set in fantasy Arizona? I don't know. It's about a girl and a guy who are mortals and they love each other, but they're in different time zones. Not time zone. That's not the word that I'm looking for. The other thing. What's the other thing that dictates time? Like this is the past and this is the present and future. What is that called? The time difference. They're in different time zones. You know what I'm trying to say. The guy's always older, so I'm gonna say she's from the future and he and her are in love with each other, but they can't be together because fantasy magic. And that's the story. The story is of their love. And maybe there's a war because she has a sword and he has some sword. I don't know what that is. What is that? What is that? I have no idea. But maybe there's like a war and maybe he is like the the guy that plays the drums when they're marching to war. I don't know, but like it's a love story with magic and a war. I think that's a really good guess, actually. I'm gonna be honest with you. That sounds pretty solid. I'm gonna go read this now. Oh, should I film myself reading? I probably should film myself reading, huh? But the thing is that I want to go read in a cozy spot, and I'd have to set up my camera. That means I have to move things. I don't want to. Can't you just trust me that I'm reading right now? I finished! There's no montage of me reading this. Again, I just kind of read it. There's no, this is my bookmark. Oh, by the way, this is my bookmark that I used for this book. And look, first of all, that's so pretty. Isn't it pretty? So pretty. And then this is the back. Isn't that so cool? Look, this is who, oh, come on, focus. This is the Etsy that I got it from. I follow her on Instagram, so literally anytime she has like a new item in her store, I just kind of go and buy it. Anyways, literally one time I spent like $90 at her store on bookmarks and stickers and stuff. Please don't tell my husband. I read this book. It was good. It was not at all what I had said it was. Basically, there's this like, okay, so the people of whatever place they live in, I'm saying San Air. I don't know if it's Son Air. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna just say San Air. They can jump bodies with their key or something. Like, I'm not gonna be able to explain this very well. Okay, so they jump bodies with their like key, which I guess is like their soul. You know, it's like their body's energy or something like that. But anyways, the point is that they can switch bodies. The only thing that doesn't change though is the color of their eyes. I'm assuming that is their key. The king, he sucks. He has these like Hunger Game-esque things where you have to like kill, you're the last one standing, and the last one standing gets like all of these untold riches, and they're taken care of. And so this girl enters in, and she's actually a princess, but she's like in exile because I guess she killed her entire family. And then there's like another dude, and like other people are in this book, and there is a romance. There is a romance. It's not really a war, it's more of just a fun death battle. There's a fun death battle, and there's people in this book, and then people die. So that's what this book was about. And I don't honestly know what else to tell you because the rest is spoils. But I will say that it was a good book. I gave it 3 stars just because it wasn't like outstanding in my opinion, and it was kind of slow in a lot of areas, but then it like got super fast paced in other areas. So I gave it 3 stars just because like I'm probably not going to reread this. I'm probably not going to reach for it. It wasn't bad, like at all. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the ride, and I will probably read the second book that comes out. I just wasn't thinking about it. You know, if I put it down, I put it down. I wasn't consumed with it throughout the day. Good book, not obsessed. Will read the second one, just not going to reread this one, if that makes sense. I might skim through it just to kind of refresh my memory, but I'm not gonna like, yeah. That was this book, and that's all the books that I did. I just read 3 books this week. That's it. Just the 3 books. Completely wrong, and completely wrong. I'm really bad at guessing the plots based on the covers. But I will say that after I guessed the plots, the covers made a lot more sense. So bravo to whoever did the cover designs for these books. Also, these are very like wildly different books. That was fun. That was actually really fun, and I kind of enjoyed that. I wish more books you could do that with. I don't know. It just is fun. That's the end of this. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I think everyone should guess the plot of whatever they are currently reading. Whatever you're currently reading, tell me. I will tell you what it's about, and then you just tell me if I'm correct or not, okay? I will like Google search the image, and then I'll just put it in the comments. Someone puts down the Berenstain Bears. Well, clearly. Anyways, okay, goodbye.